welcome back. Oh my gosh. I wanted to make a video today and talk to you guys a little bit. Don't you love my henna art? Don't you love it? Don't you love my henna? Oh my goodness, look at it. It's beautiful. I did it last night with a friend. It was amazing. Yes, so this is my henna art that I drawn last night. So beautiful. Okay. All right. It says we are back. All right. Glad to be back joining you guys. And what I wanted to talk about, spend a little bit of time, discussing how many of you can identify with understanding and being involved in a low effort relationship. My God. Let's talk about these low effort relationships. Low effort relationships. And talk about how they reshape and they reform the way that we show up in the world in relationships. Period. Low effort relationships kind of tend to train you, right? Low effort relationships, they train you. They are groomers of having low, when I say low effort, when you get into the romantic space, low effort. And you be accepting of low effort because of the fact that you are used to a safety net of low effort. That must mean something, you know. Well, it's got to mean something. That low effort means something. You create a meaning for something that you should understand is like, no, like, I deserve better. I should have better. I should have someone or a relationship that reflects what I am or what I give. And low effort relationships completely rewire the way that we think about a lot of shit. Man, I remember one time, I swear to God, I remember one time I was in a relationship with somebody, and it was so low effort. It was so low effort, and I found myself telling the person, thank you for like just like opening a damn door. Like, like, oh my gosh, like hyperly praising just chivalry. Like, just, you were nice to me. Like, you did this for me. And it'd be like some low effort ass shit. And I'm just like, why am I being so, this is like the minimum. This is the bottom of where we should be going. Like, I mean, yes, of course, gratitude, but like the overextension of praise. A lot of that can be traced back to low effort relationships being set as a normal or as a standard. That's the standard, you know. Not communicating is the standard. You know what I'm saying? Going for days, weeks, months on end, not communicating, not opening. Oh, that's normal. What, me doing things myself and being there for myself and doing things. That's the norm. That's the norm. Because a person becomes used to low effort relationships. You know, where you show up as, like I said, being that person in the relationships that's just, oh my gosh, thank you so much. Thank you. It's like, damn, baby, what I do? You just here. You're here. Oh my God. You're here. Oh. And then depending on who it is, you know, they may like that. They may or they may not even like that shit. Come on, somebody. They may or they may not like that shit. And if they don't like it, if it makes them uncomfortable because you come across as a little bit too thirsty, a little bit too needy, a little bit too much, then what? All because of low effort relationships, right? But the thing about it is, let me say this. If you are a person that feels that you can identify with, you know, viewing yourself in these ways in relationships as being that a little bit too much person because of the fact that, you know, your standard was set too low effort, um, or feeling that you have to completely disappear, like your identity has to disappear in order to make that relationship work, then I wrote these affirmations for you and for I as well, because I'm here with you on this journey and I'm really beginning to understand the difference between what I may have been exposed to and what I deserve. Like, I was exposed to this. I've seen these types of relationships. I've experienced low effort relationships. But I deserve this in a I deserve reciprocity. I deserve love. I deserve these things. I had to learn how to compartmentalize the two because they are different. And if you are like me and have had to learn that, I wrote some affirmations and we're going to go through them together because we are literally ushering in that which we are, not even past what we deserve, but we are ushering in that which we are. All that other bullshit got to fall off. Okay? Can I get amen? Everything else has to fall off. And it can, in love, you know what I'm saying? That's not a negative thing, but that's a real thing. Because we need to be free. We have to be light in order to move in the light in which we need. So the affirmations are, I deserve safety. Say it with me. Say, I deserve safety. The next one is, I deserve protection. Say it with me. I deserve protection. Next one. I deserve prioritization. Say it with me. I deserve prioritization. Yes. Next one. I deserve promotion. Say it with me. I deserve promotion. Next. I deserve reciprocity. Come on, y'all. I deserve reciprocity. Next, I deserve sacrifice. I deserve sacrifice. Come on. Next one. I deserve love. Here we go. I deserve love. Last one. I deserve respect. I deserve respect. All right. So from those, we're going to transpose. That's not it. That's not the last thing we're doing here. That's not the last thing we're doing here. Next, we're going to transpose. Okay? We're going to go from I deserve to what we are, to I am. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Okay, here we go. I am safe. I am safe. I am safe. I am safe. There we go. There we go. There we go. I am protected. I am protected. I am protected. There we go. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Here we go. I am prioritized. Yes. I am prioritized. Yes. I am promoted. I am promoted. Okay. Oh, I like this one, y'all. Here it goes. Here it goes. Listen. So, it's I am in reciprocal queue with God. I am in reciprocal queue with God. Whew, I like that. Did you say it again? Okay, I'm saying it one more time. I am in reciprocal queue with God. So it's all in queue. It's all in queue. If I have faith, and I do the work, and I do what I need to do, then I'm in reciprocal queue. I'm reciprocal queue. Like that's a tongue twister. But get the knowledge though. Do the knowledge. Like if I do what I'm supposed to do, then it what like what? Come on. Next one. Here we go. I am in eternal gratitude for the sacrifices. I am in eternal gratitude for the sacrifices. So that means I'm not blind to seeing the sacrifices, not only sacrifices that I made, but the sacrifices of others. So to recognize the sacrifices, that keeps me grounded and humble and humility, because I see and I know that sacrifice is being made. So that is the humility. Come on. All right. I am loved. Okay, I heard it that time. I heard it. I caught it that time. I'm glad that you, yes, you are. We are. We are. Indeed. And last one. I am respected. I am respected. Yes, you are. I am. We be. We is. We's. You know, what else? You know? Compadres. Y'all, we got this. Okay? We got this. We got it. And to anyone who is navigating or has navigated low effort relationships, I want you to know that you have to fully honor every bit of the calling inside of yourself that says that you deserve better. You cannot teeter-totter when it comes down to your respect, your worth, because that is the image that the world will accept or deny. Got it? Okay. So, that being said, get out there and know your worth. Get out there and know your worth. Damn it. Get out there and know your worth. Don't take no shit off of anybody. Get out there and know it. And understand who you are. And show up in the world as what it feels like on the inside of yourself. Okay? Because it's not about what anybody else says. It's about what you know it is. What do you know what is? Is it some bullshit? Huh? Is it? Because if it is, if it's some bullshit, it's not gonna be able to get you through, And you need something that's gonna get you through, so you can get to who it is that you're supposed to be in this world. Because I happen to believe that you're supposed to be somebody great, I just happen to believe that shit. And if you believe it too, as much as I do, I want you to know that no longer relationship formed against you shall prosper. You are more than a conqueror. Okay? So I want you to walk in that power and in that authority. I want you to look at yourself every day and know that there's nothing greater than you except God, Him, themselves. I just want you to know that on today. Do you understand? Do you understand the message? Because it's making my mouth dry, but I'll keep going. I will continue on with the message with a dry mouth. Makes it a little bit more difficult, but that's all right. I'm committed. I'm committed fully to this message. Because these low effort relationships be trying you, don't they? Oh my God. These how dare you relationships. Have you ever been in a how dare you relationship? My Lord. Whew, Lord, these how dare you relationships. These relationships that make you go, what? This is not what I signed up for. Like, what? I did not sign up for this. I did not read this anywhere in the preamble of this relation, in the constitution of this relationship right here. That was not nowhere to be found. But some of these relationships, they'll do it to you. So I just want you to know that low effort relationships do not define you. Only you define yourself. Who do you define yourself to be? Do you define yourself to be worthy or unworthy? Because if you define yourself to be unworthy, then that's what you will attract, are a bunch of unworthy individuals. Unworthy of your time, unworthy of your lights, unworthy of your care, unworthy of any of these things. Honey, darling, they're not worthy of you in the first place. That was the first mistake. They are not worthy of you. But if you define yourself as that, then that is what you will get. But when you begin to define your worth and understand your worth, oh man, it's going to be like you're getting to know a brand new person, but it's you within yourself, but you're getting to know someone new, like a brand new person. For many of you, it's going to be the person that you always were. It's who you always were when you weren't to fit inside of a low effort relationship. Because the fullness of who you are and always were did not fit into the low effort. Because if you go outside the fullness, into the fullness of what you are, then the effort gets lower and lower and lower. So it's it teaches you to shrink in relationships. It teaches you to be smaller. And my God, we against that spell. No, 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 no. No. Don't do that. Don't do that. By no means, don't do it. Don't do it, okay? Kids? All right, that was your lesson for today. Okay, kids, that was your lesson for today, children. All right. So, yeah, so that was my TED Talk today on low effort relationships and overcoming the effects. First of all, recognizing the effects in your own life. Being honest about it, being real, being honest. And once you see the patterns, once you recognize it and you see the patterns, being able to effectively change the way that you move or the way that you deal or what you accept or what is the normal. Because just because it was the normal in the past does not mean that it has to remain your normal. You can always choose to set a new normal. Will it be easy? Probably not, because you're always going to have situations that will arise to test you. Yeah. And the test come and you like, oh no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do it. 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 I'm not. And then you end up doing it. Right? Then you end up doing it and you're like, fuck. Oh well, no, what's the video, the sound? It's fuck. Right? But you grow through everything that you go through, honey. You grow through it, right? So when you are reborn and you go through these different cycles in life, because we all do. If you are alive, you are going through a cycle. You are learning something in some way. You are still fucking learning. All right. But when we go through the next cycle, we're wiser. Or we've learned something from that cycle from the past so we can bring it into the present. And that's the goal. It's not being perfect. It's just learning. That's it. There's no such thing as perfection. There are only like safety nets. You know what I'm saying? There are only either you have one or you don't. You have a safety net. Okay, that's your safety net. You know? And sometimes you don't have a safety net. And you like just have to make a decision. And you don't know what's gonna happen, if it's gonna be, sometimes life is like that. Um yeah. And it's quite natural. And I want you, as you're going through your relationships, even if your relationships, seem, hello, even if your relationships seem a bit stagnant for a period of time because of the fact that you are raising, you know, your boundaries or your standard or whatever you want to call it. You're putting, a little gate up to say, you know what, I like to have fun, but damn it, we're gonna have fun and make sense at the same damn time. you know we're gonna have fun and make sense together. you know like, no, you don't have to have chaos. You don't have to have, like, well, literally chaotic relationships. People that like to, you know, be here one day, not be here another day. Like, no, the accountability is not something that you can guarantee. Like, I feel like you don't have to do that. You don't have to settle for that. Like, if you want a solid relationship or solid relationships in your life, you deserve that. And we don't have to, like, just accept low effort. And I want you to know that. All right. We don't have to just accept that. We can speak like we just did with these affirmations. We can speak that which we want because it already is. It already is. We just continue to walk in what it is that you want, because it's already there. It's already there with you right now. It's breathing on your neck. It's like, hey, what you want is right there. It's breathing right there on your neck. Like, what you want is breathing on your neck right now. Hot breath. You were asking for me. And you probably like, I was. Come on, y'all. What you want wants you. What you want wants you. I hope y'all like really like marinating on this. Low effort relationship survivors. What you want wants you. What you want wants you. You just have to live it out. Live it out. It will attract what you want, wanting you. All right. I guess that's it. All right, y'all. So if you don't already know, my name is Amani, and I am an artist. I reside in beautiful Mesa right now, Arizona. I just temporarily had to move, so I'm now in Mesa. So yeah, yeah. Um, I am creating art that is gonna talk a lot about different issues that I'm sure a lot of people have faced, but I don't think that we talk a lot about certain things, and I want to talk about those things as it relates, to, for me as an artist. I'm having a housing. I'm having a lot of issues with housing, right? I'm just gonna be honest. I'm just gonna be real. I ain't got shit to hide. So I'm having issues with housing. And I really am wondering if there is a way that we can have conversations about people's experiences with housing as well, because I really feel like these conversations, not only to spark creative, or maybe, inspiration, but also to see if there's things that we can do collectively just to make small changes. It doesn't have to be as big as, we just gonna save the world, and like we're gonna get it. No, I'm not even. No, I'm literally people who just want to have conversations about situations related to housing insecurity or instability. That is what I want to have conversations about. I want to have real conversations about this shit, like, and stop, like, for people to feel like stigmatized about talking about this. How do you expect shit to how is anything going to change if people are afraid, like, to like really talk about real shit? And especially for artists, it's always that one artist, and somebody, oh, so and so, they sleeping in so and so basement, or on the couch, in another room, and somebody. It's like we are like really fucking affected by a lot of the shit that's going on politically, a lot of the things that are going on. Like, it really affects. I've heard tell of so many professional theater artists, not being able to find work, and fucking not being able to feed their families, and not being able to, have stability, which is a basic human right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like there's so many conversations that could be had, and about the value of artists to community. Like, as if an artist is just like some, like, like, no, you don't understand. Like, there's so many, like, so many gifts that our artists bring, our local artists bring, when they are infused with the community, and not, you know living in a world where it makes it difficult for them to survive in the community. And I, for one, as an honest person, I know this is a day and age where people like to get on social media and like really perpetuate, illusion. And it's so easy to do that, especially now with AI. Like, I can literally be anywhere doing anything, and I can make myself look like this, and I can, I can do all these things. But like, the honesty of what the climate is for many people, not just me, not just me, but for many people, is, very different than what we see being shown on our devices. I'm going to say that. But I think that's worth conversation. I think that's worth conversation. I think it's worth just as much conversation as saying that people are having so many solutions about what people should be doing, is to find out what it is like that. How do I say this? How What is shaping the reality? What is your reality? What is your reality? And when we start asking questions as it relates to people's reality, I think that we could really be making some amazing strides into really and truly building honest community that works for everybody. And I'm talking about, when I say works for everybody, I'm talking about even profitable for everybody. In whatever way that makes sense to the people, in whatever way that makes sense in honoring the land. Whatever we take from the land, we make sure we put back in. But I just, again, yeah. But I'd appreciate your support moving forward. I know, I'm just like at the beginning. I feel like Frodo Baggins. I feel like Frodo. I do. I feel like Frodo. I'm carrying the ring. Oh my gosh, I'm carrying the ring. Oh my gosh. But no, I appreciate you guys. Seriously. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate every person that's gone to Patreon and that is going to visit my Patreon, patreon.com/Amani the Unicorn. It's me. Um, I appreciate you. And I think I'm going to end it with that appreciation and that gratitude. I think that's a good place to put the period at the end of the sentence. On the count of 3. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Hold on. Hachoo.